If someone reaches out and touches you without your consent or takes property from your pocket, the law recognizes it immediately. You have a right to bodily integrity. There is an invisible barrier that others are legally forbidden from crossing. But consider what happens to that barrier when the you being interacted with isn't made of flesh and bone, but of data. We often treat our physical lives and our online presence as separate entities. In reality, your biological traits, your habits, and your voice are now stitched together into a single digital persona. Because these digital representations are just as real and impactful as our physical bodies, the extraction of our data is a modern physical violation. To see the scale, look at Clearview.ai. They scraped 3 billion internet photos without consent. This massive scrape enables digital persona plagiarism, providing the raw material to generate AI duplicates that look exactly like you. This stolen data feeds algorithmic profiling. It powers systems that sort populations into categories, leading to practices like no-fly lists based on ethnicity or religion. When an algorithm makes a mistake, the consequences are tangible. People face mistaken identities that can lock them out of bank loans, housing, and job opportunities. These interactions prove that data manipulation translates directly into social and economic exclusion. When a persona is miscategorized, the harm is felt at the level of your reputation, your finances, and your basic right to move through society. Our devices used to collect information about the things we did. Now, the technology extracts data directly from who we are. Biometric technologies translate the unique ridges of your fingerprints and the geometry of your palm into external corporate assets. Look at the graph on this smartwatch. Wearable technology continuously measures your physiological states, like your real-time heart rate, and exports those deeply personal metrics to cloud servers. This is the body as data paradigm. Your face, your voice, and your pulse no longer reside solely with you. They are decentralized and distributed across the internet. When our physical traits are converted into bits and bytes, an attack on that data functions as an attack on our physical autonomy. You might assume current laws protect you from this. We see frameworks like the GDPR and think our data is locked down, but that reliance creates a consent myth. Clicking agree on a website isn't informed consent when the algorithms processing your data spider out to profile you in ways no one can predict. The core failure of our current system is how it categorizes information. Privacy laws treat your data as a tradable commodity, often overlooking the dignity of the human being behind it. We can look at historical legal precedents for a better model. Courts in the US have ruled that touching someone's clothing or a cane constitutes a physical violation because those items are intimately connected to the person. If a jacket is legally recognized as an extension of your physical self, then the unauthorized manipulation of your digital data should be recognized as a direct violation of your digital integrity. Protecting these digital boundaries demands an evolution in human rights law. The proposed standard is a concept called Informational Self-Determination. This grants you the absolute right to author your own digital narrative, dictating exactly who gets to interact with your data. That specific right is the legal shield necessary to stop agentic AI systems from categorizing your behaviors or cloning your likeness without explicit ongoing permission. This legal recognition elevates digital identity from a corporate marketing asset to a right of ontological sovereignty, the complete ownership of your own existence. Philosophically, this changes our approach to security, moving the focus from the server back to the subject. Practically, it requires a pivot away from blind mass data harvesting models towards selective cryptographic data sharing. This is where digital identity wallets come in. These tools allow users to selectively share and verify their identity for a transaction without exposing their entire digital persona to the network. For developers, it means adopting a harm mitigation and proportionality principle, ensuring they are held strictly accountable for preserving digital authenticity. Digital systems rely on trust, but individuals rely on dignity. By enshrining digital integrity into law, we ensure that as human identity becomes increasingly virtual, it remains under the control of the person who lives it.